So where we were compressing in the hamstrings before and doing ischial tuberosity, after that you're going to come up on one knee and one foot. So inside knee, outside foot. And the natural contour of the arch then is going to fit on at the top of your hip. So there's nice contact there. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to do a stretch by just lunging forward so that he feels a nice stretch. Now, to stabilize the pelvis a little bit more so they get more of a stretch on this side, it's nice to stabilize this leg with your other hand so that this side of the pelvis stays stationary so he gets a little bit more of a specific stretch. Okay, and this comes from not me pushing but just leaning. And you have nice contact here, so it's easy. And then we're going to let the leg come back and let it fall out, because now we're going to start stretching adductors again. So we're going to add with our inside hand compression into the adductors. But again, a lot of times because of the shortness and the tightness here, when you press here, look at how his hips is coming up. So we want to try to keep that stabilized a little bit. And we already have a job for this hand, so we're going to use our foot to curl over and stabilize the leg in that fashion. Okay, so now we have these hands to compress into the adductors. Now, when if somebody's very tight, you might not want to lay into them with both hands. So I would suggest taking the outside hand and supporting the knee and just using the inside hand, and as you lean in on the exhale and you push in until you feel resistance, then you can use this hand to bring yourself back. Compress. Okay? Okay? Can I have a bolster? Put a bolster on the booties. Okay, and then, so after this, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take this off. And here's the position of the leg, contacting here. Simply going to take my inside hand and drop the foot down. So I'm holding it at the bottom. And my other hand is on the outside of the knee. And we're just going to do some, go right into hip circumductions. Turn that music up a little bit. It's good hip circumduction. You said, see. One way, and then the other. Nice full. And again, you want your body to go with it, yeah? And then across the midline, because we're going to do a stretch. So the leg is across, and I'm going to move up, and I'm going to stabilize upper fibers of the upper fibers of pec major with my palm of my hand. I'm just going to lean in for the stretch. I'm going to move right in the sideline. Great stretch. So in sideline position, you want the person nice and supported, yes? So this bottom leg is in extension. This top leg is coming pretty much at a 90-degree angle out of the hip. And they're up on their side, yeah? And they're up on their side, nice. And you're going to come, and if you can't see, come over here, please. Yeah. Because you want this inside leg to give them support, and then this outside leg is going to be above their head. And you're going to compress into the side of their head, into the temporal area with the palm of your hand. You're just going to lean in, inhale, and exhale. Nice compression into the temporal. Lift your head just a second. Okay. So it's like this crescent moon shape, starting here and coming around behind the ear. And you're going to come around, and you're going to sit and say something. So my knees are about even with the top of the shoulders. Okay. And I'm going to slip my hand underneath their arm, so I have their shoulder. And I'm going to take my thumb and press right up underneath the occipital ridge. So you all know occipital ridge? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in sideline position, it's good for to take your thumb and palpate for the mastoid process. Bony protuberance behind the ear. And then you want to come just behind that and underneath the occipital ridge. And you're going to apply thumb pressure as you depress the shoulder. So you're going to lean in a little bit. And this pressure here up underneath the occipital ridge is not just firm, but rather light, because then it's going to accelerate when you depress the shoulder a little bit. And you're going to work up underneath that occipital ridge. Pardon me?
Looks really nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
It's
Nice. And then you're going to, with your hand open, use your thumb to add some petrissage into the side of the neck. Okay. Nice petrissage. And then we'll just end this segment just to end somewhere with a nice depression of the shoulder with our hands, our fingers intertwined, and we're going to lean back, give it a nice stretch. You notice how the head is coming off the bolster a little bit, so that indicates that there's some tightness in the neck. So the more the head comes off, it indicates some shortness in here. But what better way to create stretch by depressing this way and then using the weight of their own head to stretch the muscle at the other end. So it's a rather nice posture.